Amanda here. Today we're talking about a very exciting collaboration between Pat McGrath Labs and Bridgerton. I have tried a few Pat McGrath products here and there, but I've only picked up maybe 2 or 3 things over the years from Sephora, specifically when they're on sale, because Pat McGrath is very expensive. So I've never ordered from the site before. I've only ordered from Sephora, and I've never done like a dedicated big old haul of a bunch of Pat McGrath products. So I am breaking some new ground on the channel today, at least on my channel. I ordered 3 pieces from this Bridgerton collection. I got the eyeshadow palette, I got the cheek palette, and then I got one of the individual highlighters. I ordered almost everything from this collection. There is just one other individual highlighter that is like a really bright yellowy gold that just I knew wouldn't work for me, so that's the only piece from this collection that I didn't pick up. I knew from sneak peeks of this collection that I did want to order the majority of this release. I've been just waiting for the perfect time to really sink my teeth into a collection from Pat McGrath. The brand gets a ton of great reviews. It's always hailed as being super high quality, really interesting, and because I am a fan of the show and I really liked the shades in this collection, I really liked the packaging in this collection, it just felt like the right time for me to go ahead and dig into a Pat McGrath release right away. And it's a good thing I did because everything from this collection sold out really quickly. I purchased all of these items the day they launched, which I think was the day after Christmas, maybe 2 days after Christmas, and they just arrived to me. So I'm filming this on Sunday, January 9th, and I just got this package today. Between the holidays and everything else going on in the world, I was expecting this to take a long time to get here, so I'm not complaining about that. I'm just sort of giving you the heads up on my entire order experience. And as we go through these items, I'm going to give you the retail price, but I did end up with a coupon that was emailed to me since I joined the mailing list specifically to know about this collection. And I believe I saved like 10 or 15% on my purchase, so I did get a little bit of a discount because I got that code emailed to me and I purchased it on launch day. I'm not sure if this collection will be restocked. On the website right now, as of the day I'm filming, there is a thing that says join the waitlist, so potentially these items will be restocked eventually. So, you know, just keep an eye out for that. If you're interested in anything, make sure you go to the Pat McGrath website and actually join the waitlist, because if they do restock these items, I guarantee you they will sell out again. So we're going to take a look at each one of these items individually. I'm going to show you close-ups, I'm going to show you swatches. You're going to get to see all of these pieces in action because, of course, I'm wearing them on my face today. And I'll give you my thoughts kind of along the way. So let's start with the individual highlighter. This is the Skin Fetish Sublime Skin Highlighter in the shade Incandescent Gold. And this is beautiful. It is very expensive. This highlighter was $60 US. I'm not saying that it's not worth it. I'm just saying that's a lot for a highlighter. That's a lot for an individual highlighter, for one pan of highlighter. Given this is very, very beautiful, you'll see the packaging, the detailing, everything is very beautiful. It is just, it's expensive. The individual highlighters are the only things in this collection where the actual packaging on the product is really, really different from this outer packaging that you see here. The others will look just like the box looks, with this bow, the really extra decadent floral and bejeweled type of look with the tufted background. You'll see that artwork on the actual products elsewhere. All of the product packaging has the ingredients list here on the back, and it also says that these products are made in Italy, so I just wanted to point that out for everybody. I've never really purchased much from the brand before, so if you're in the same boat, then I just wanted to make you aware of that. I love on the back here it says iconic indiscretions and whistle down notoriety may result with prolonged use. I just think that is so funny. It's very cheeky, and I really liked that little bit of humor on the actual packaging. There is a mirror inside. This is a plastic compact with a magnetic closure, and as you can see here, the powder itself is absolutely stunning. We got a little cute little cherub butt on there. It's just so extra, so over the top. I love it. It's beautiful. Here's a swatch on the arm. You will see it on my face throughout the video, but I wanted to show you this product on its own here, and it is just lovely. It's shimmery. It's not too metallic, but you can definitely see it. It's very smooth. Overall, a very beautiful product and a beautiful formula. I will show you this highlighter in action. I think you can tell just from this angle here. It is very beautiful. It's very impressive on the skin. So we'll see everything in action all together in the tutorial section. But for now, we're going to move on to the other cheek product in this little haul of mine. It's the Divine Blush and Glow Trio in Love at First Blush. And this one was priced at $52 US. So let's take a close-up look at this little cheek trio now. As I mentioned previously, this cheek trio, the packaging on the actual product looks much more similar to the box. And the difference is on the back of the box, there is an ingredients list. Same sort of information here. I love that they broke each shade down so you can really get a lot of information. I love that kind of transparency. And then on the actual back of the palette, we have the shade names because they are not inside. So this sticker is what you'll have to reference to get the shade names. Both of the palettes have a heavy-duty cardboard packaging, and they also have a magnetic closure and a mirror inside, again with the beautiful printing on the powders here. Both of the blushes have this rose design stamped in, and then the highlighter on the end doesn't have any design in the pan. It's just a plain pan of highlighter, which, given all of the details that this whole collection is providing, I can't even be mad about it. And here are all the shades swatched. Again, you'll get to see these in action in the tutorial portion, but I wanted you to see what these look like individually because I will mix them during the application process, and I wanted to give you a clear idea of what each one of these shades looks like on their own. The very last item in my Bridgerton makeup haul is this eyeshadow palette. This is a 6-pan palette. This is one of the iconic Pat McGrath Mothership palettes. My first one ever, actually. And this one's called Diamond of the First Water. And I purchased this one for $65 US. Pretty much the exact same deal with the packaging on the eyeshadow palette as on the cheek trio. We have the same theming, the same details. The box has the individual shades ingredients lists, and then the back of the palette itself has all of the shade names. I gotta say, I love all of the artwork on this collection. It does such a great job of marrying a modern aesthetic with this definitely very historical vibe of the show. I think that it's beautifully done. The theming is great. I really like pretty much everything about the way that this collection was styled. And I want to point out here for the swatches, these are just one swipe finger swatches. And I am beyond impressed with the opacity. Of course, you can see the more silky satiny shades are not quite as bold, but they're not meant to be. Performance-wise, these are absolutely stunning. I do wish that the Plum Regalia shade was a little bit more purpley, but the formula is amazing. Now that you've seen all of these products swatched, you've seen the close-ups, I want to show you a quick little tutorial where you can see me using almost every single shade that I purchased to get this look that I'm wearing today, and then I'll wrap up all my thoughts at the end. Starting with the cheek trio first, I'm taking the middle blush shade. It's this really light nudie satiny blush called Nymphette. I absolutely love this. Even just the littlest bit on there, it was such a subtle, stunning, natural. I love it. I can't tell you how much this blush is one of my favorite blushes I've put on my cheeks in a while, and I will absolutely be wearing this so much, probably an obsessive amount. Look how beautiful it looks. That's no highlighter, that's no bronzer. It's just such a lovely soft flush. But you know, I couldn't stop there. I had to mix the highlighter and the brighter blush. I put that on a little duo fiber brush and just sort of layered on top, focusing more towards like the back of my blush, like closer to my hairline, because I wanted to do a little bit more dramatic blush look. You know, it's Bridgerton. We have a little Regency vibe going on here. So I wanted to explore the more dramatic blush, and I am not mad about it. Also, we gotta do even more shimmer on the cheeks because of who I am as a person. I love a casually sweaty cheek look, and let me tell you, the tiniest bit of this highlighter had me gasping for air. It is so bright, somehow still just melts into the skin. The formulas are incomparable. I can't even explain just how soft and lovely and easy and natural and beautiful these are. Now I see what all the fuss is about. Obviously, these products are still super expensive, but the quality is out of this world. I loved every moment of applying these. You know, I'm very serious about my casually sweaty cheek products, and these were just really making my day. Now we're going to do the eyeshadow look. Of course, I primed a little bit with my ColourPop Party Proof Primer. Then I'm going to mix the really matte shade and the pinky satiny shade together. I do want to try to use as many of these shades as possible, but I also like the idea of mixing not only shades but finishes, just to give a look some more complexity, some more depth. These were, again, just a joy to work with. So blendable, really pigmented, but not too difficult to work with. Of course, I had to use this really shimmery Regency blue shade. I just tapped that on with my fingertip. I didn't even use a glitter glue. I did not experience a bunch of fallout with this. I am just beyond impressed with all of the formulas here. This metallic shade is one of the smoothest metallics I've ever touched. I did deepen up a little bit on that shade, just I wanted a little bit more contrast, a little bit more sultriness to the eye look. Then I used Iconic Ingenue as a little very subtle inner corner highlight. Curled my lashes, added my Wander Beauty Upgraded Lashes Mascara. That's my finished look. If you can't already tell, I absolutely love this look. I love the cheeks, I love the eyes. The entire experience has just been so incredibly good. The performance, the colors, the way everything works together, it's beautiful. I really love it. I did not want to wipe this look off at the end of the day because it's just so pretty and it just really made me feel fantastic. Okay, I have a lot of thoughts. Almost all of them are positive. Let me just say, overall, I really like this packaging. I think it's so pretty, it's so cute. I love how consistent the theme is. I am missing the lavender here. I'm a huge purple eyeshadow fan, so if this is your first time watching me, you may not know that. I wish that we had seen this color reflected somewhere in the actual shades, because the really prevalent baby blue, we do see that color reflected here in this super shimmery kind of baked shade. So I kind of find myself wishing that instead of either the red or the pink, we had gotten this beautiful cool toned lavender shade somewhere from the packaging, because the packaging is very beautiful. I love it. It fits the show, it fits the theme. I love it. It's luxurious, it's decadent, it's romantic. I love it. I love it. I love the little stamped imprints on the eyeshadow, the beautiful designs in the powders, of the blushes, of the single highlighter. stunning attention to detail. It's just well done. It's so, so luxurious. And that's the type of thing that I definitely want to see, especially products at this price point. The whole experience, just visually beautiful. So my only complaints are I wish that there was a lavender shade. And this is just more of a personal preference. I don't like all of this, what I call like dead space. There's so much palette. The palette to eyeshadow pan ratio is not great for me. I wish that either the shadows were bigger or the palette itself was smaller. Same thing with this one, like why is the compact so big compared to the pan? It's a picky thing. I'm sure a lot of people don't care. Just for me, my personal preference is I would like to see a little bit better packaging to product ratio. So those are really my only complaints. Every single texture of these products is exactly what I expected it to be from all of the reviews I've heard of Pat McGrath products previously. The blushes, the highlighters, the eyeshadows had just such beautiful, smooth, interesting textures. The shiftiness, the sparkliness, the subtlety, everything about it is just delicious. I love that even when I was swatching the eyeshadow palette before I ever even used it, I was getting such a different textural experience from almost every single shade in here. The two shades with the bees feel like a similar kind of satiny, baked texture. And then this one feels like a more traditional satin. This matte is so just like creamy and opaque and soft and lovely. There's a stunning metallic, just this one swipe metallic gorgeousness, then a more sparkly kind of baked metallic shade. This is a glittery shade, but it doesn't have big chunks like pressed glitter. It's just a buffet for the senses. I love everything about it. I felt the same way about this cheek trio. We have a matte, a satin, and then a really shimmery highlighter. This is my personal favorite product of everything. I really like all of the pieces I bought, but for the packaging, for the shades, just for my own personal use, this is my favorite of everything. I would say the cheek trio is my top pick. The eyeshadow palette is in second place. And then this highlighter, still beautiful, stunning. I love it. I gasped aloud when I applied it to my face. But just for how expensive it is, it's beautiful, but it's my least favorite. I would say if you were going to go for anything, these are my recommendations for sure. Now's the time when I want to hear what you think about this collection. Did you order it? Have you received yours yet? Are you joining the wait list? Do you have any Pat McGrath products that you just love and you are so diehard for that you think I need to invest in? Because I always love to hear what you think about things too. I take your recommendations very, very seriously. So leave all your thoughts down in the comments below. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye! That didn't make sense. It didn't. Okay, I'm gonna start over. This is the Skin Fetish. Dang it. Oh. Can you hear that in the background? I bet you can. That's fine. Life happens. This is just, you know, we've been snowed in here for a week and this is just where we're at. It's fine. Oh, I should say, take this part, put it back at the beginning. Earn your pay, editing Amanda. Do what you gotta do. My eyeshadow kind of matches my moonstone ring today, and I really, really love that journey for me. Instead of matching my nail polish, I match my jewelry. I love moonstone. It's my favorite gemstone. And I have no idea where I've had this ring for a really, really, really long time. Like 15 plus years. I got it when I was in college. So I've had it for a long time. Sorry, I don't know where to tell you where to get one. Okay. I took a really long break actually from filming. I just came back to slip in like a couple of ColourPop release videos, but it's kind of weird to be back. I hope I'm not terrible at this now since I've been out of practice for so long. But I'm sure it'll be fine. Or not. we'll find out when I'm editing this. I binged Bridgerton, you know, when it first came out on Netflix. Like probably most people who watch the show, I immediately just binged all of it. I also was, you know, personally affected by the announcement that the Duke would not be back. He, you know, was definitely one of my favorite characters to look at. He's very, very attractive. But I will definitely still be watching season 2. Recently learned that there's, I think, like 10 books in the series that this is based off of. So I may look into, you know, getting my little Duke fix that way. But let me know if you've read them. Also, leave all your book recommendations down in the comments as well, because it's a new year. Got a new to-read list. It's really just the same list that I keep adding to forever. Guess I better go now. Nailed it. Okay, thanks for watching. And you know what? I love your face. And I'll see you soon. Okay? Bye.